Ted! So I went to Mexico. Thoughts from places. Day 1. Travel. So every story begins somehow. This one begins with me driving for an hour to get to the airport so I could wait for another hour, then ride in an airplane for even longer. We boarded the airplane and I proceeded to avoid verbal and eye contact with those other humans that I didn't know sitting around me. I didn't have my camera out in the plane because, weird people. But I can tell you that the moment of taking off is one of the most amazing feelings. Knowing that I'm in a giant jet-propelled metal bird, and that humans did that, and realize that there's still such an amazing chance of hope. And all those weird people had their eyes closed. We were in the sky, and they hardly even treated it differently than walking down the block. Plus, I got the gosh darn peanuts I had been hoping for. Then, turbulence happened. I must admit, being last aboard and being forced to sit next to people I didn't know was good. On the way to San Antonio, I was next to a businessman and some chick playing what was either Pokemon X, Y, Black, or White. I haven't really kept up on the most recent Pokemon regions. As a quick side note, it was X. And she works for Microsoft and had all the shinies in Diamond. A fairly cool conversation. Eventually, after all our connecting flights and quick stops for lunch, we made it to San Antonio, which was warm and spring-like. We drove for quite a while until we stopped at this really creepy gas station, then continued driving. By the time we reached Mexico, it was already dark. We were welcomed graciously by the Rotary Club, who gave us food, and more food, and dessert, and shirts, and a place to stay. Then we got the whole spiel from the leader of the trip, then continued on socializing throughout the night. Until, finally, we retired back to the room. The next day we got up bright and early to go do what we went down there to do, so I made sure to get some footage of it. It'll be available tomorrow, so be sure to see it then.